Many couples have made it through the unknown together.
Cautiously optimistic.
Elizabeth Kramer is a wedding coordinator in Portland. She says now with vaccines and stronger COVID understanding, some clients who hired her back in 2019 and 20 are finally getting married in 2022. And if there's one word to sum up wedding planning these days,
Challenging.
it's that one.
If you had a plan B, there was also a plan C.
Jamie Ta is also a wedding coordinator in Portland and says the pandemic is very much still part of the equation.
I had a couple test positive 5 days before their wedding date.
They say transparency about illness is key.
Making sure that you tell anyone who is in person at your wedding.
And not just your guests, your vendors too.
We're the people who go to weddings almost every weekend, so in many ways we really need to know.
Then there's the money issue.
Both inflation and labor shortages, things are just more expensive in general.
Demand is higher than ever. Before the pandemic, the industry saw about 2.2 million weddings a year. That went way down in 2020, but it surged to about 2.5 million this year. So, how to save money?
Be flexible with what your original vision might be.
Jamie says, trust your vendors to find options you didn't even think of and consider less popular times.
Not on a Saturday, or maybe it's not peak season in the summer.
It feels like it's kind of getting back to normal.
Charisse Klausner is a wedding officiant in the Pacific Northwest who travels all over.
And through the pandemic, an adventure in more ways than one, it sounds like.
Yeah, for sure.
She and other vendors have seen the roller coaster of emotions from couples. Some are grateful, others intense.
I say this year that every wedding I work is about 10% harder and sometimes more, just because people are exhausted.
With everyone worn down these days, sometimes clients take out frustrations on vendors, which doesn't get you far.
As long as you're treating those people well and you feel this good energy between you, everybody's gonna be so much happier.
Even though we're being paid to do something and offer a service, it doesn't mean that there's not a genuine, living, breathing human behind that.
Give patience, give grace, and we can make it through it. We've come this far, right?
Coming through the unknown and into a loving new adventure. Now, Elizabeth Kramer compiled perspective from wedding vendors around the Pacific Northwest and published takeaways this week in Portland Monthly. She's also the author of a book and has a blog detailing all of the best practices for planning weddings through pandemic challenges. We'll have more linked on kgw.com.